Alright, fish homies, we out here. Me and Taylor just went to the old grocery store, picked up some supplies. We figured we've been catfishing and carp fishing like 2 or 3 times already and haven't got one. Well, we got that one catfish, but we didn't land it. Anyways, we're gonna try and get a carp this time, or a catfish, either way. Long story short, in the UK they make these little things called boilies, and we saw on Catfish and Carp channel how to make them. So we're gonna show you how to make the boilies, how to hook them on the hook, and hopefully how to catch a carp or a catfish with them.
Word.
So I'm not sure if this is like the right thing, but he said shredded wheats, so we're just gonna pound these up and put them in there. We also got the old famous strawberry jello flour, and it's supposed to be gluten, so don't get the gluten-free kind. I forget why, but just don't do it, trust. And then we got a little sweet corn cream style. We're gonna mix these all up into a little bowl and make them boilies. Picked up some crickets from the pet store because if we don't catch anything, we'll just go for bluegills or something for fun.
Yeah, the bluegill master in the house.
Right here. And the spotty new bass master, bro. Ooh. The first step is to crunch up or mash up these shredded wheats. They start like this little square, and then we've just been mashing them until they get to like this consistency. So we're gonna finish this up and then show you the next step. Alright, there's still a few little chunkies in there, but that's pretty much cool. Maybe we'll break it up a little more, but that's probably about good. We forgot to film us putting in the flour, but you want to use like any kind of flour with gluten. He says use the higher gluten the better, so I don't know if you can get high gluten flour, but if you can, get that. We just put like a huge handful, like 1.5 handfuls basically. I don't think there's an exact science to it, but now we mix it. Alright, next thing we're throwing in there is 1 packet of jello. So we got the jello, the shredded wheat, and the flour. Now we're mixing in 2 eggs, and this is what's gonna help hold it together. Last ingredient is putting in a little sweet corn cream style. We're gonna put in like 1/3 or half of this probably, and then mix it up. Alright, so we had to add a little more flour because it was a little sticky. You don't really want it to stick to your fingers. You want it to be like Play-Doh consistency. So after you get it to the right consistency, you want to knead it for like 3 to 5 minutes just to make sure everything gets mixed in and it all stays together. You can see it's not really sticking to my fingers at all. I'm wearing gloves now because my fingers got really sticky and they're turning red, so I'm a baby. We got our big dough ball. You can see how big it is next to our hand. Next to my hand. Next thing we're gonna do is roll this into little balls, and then for the sinking ones we're gonna boil them, and for the floating ones we're gonna microwave them. We'll show you that real quickly here. So we're not exactly sure what size to make, so we're making some bigger ones and then some that are half that size. And the best way to do it, we figured out from that video, is to roll it into a little worm like that, and then use a knife and just chop it into pieces, and then roll up those little pieces into balls. There we go. We rolled up like, I don't know, there's probably like around 100 or something, and I was like $5 to $10 worth of ingredients, maybe a little more. So anyways, that little ball of dough gets you a lot of baits. We made some smaller ones, like the ones in the middle there, and then we made some bigger ones over there. The next step is boiling some of them, and those ones are gonna sink, and you boil them for 3 to 5 minutes. I think when they start to float, that's when they're done. And then some of them we're gonna put in the microwave. You do that for 30 seconds, and when they're hard, I think that's when they're done, and those ones will float. We'll give you a little test to see if it worked. Alright, so here's an example. This one on the top was in the microwave, and the one on the bottom was boiled. It took us like a little bit to figure out how long to microwave them for. We did it for 35 seconds. The first time we did it for 20 seconds and then none of them floated, so we did it for 20 seconds again, they still didn't float. We did one by itself for 35 seconds and it did float. So I think 35 seconds is a magic number. You just want to make sure the outside gets hard. It's like when you drop it, it sounds hard like a rock. Alrighty! We finally finished making the carp / catfish bait. We ran a little late, so we're gonna rush over there. I'll show you the rigs real quick, and then we're gonna try and get in the water. So here's the rig. It's a little hair rig. We've showed it in different videos before. The knotless knot, and then we're gonna put the bait on the little string hanging off the end. And it's about a 24-inch leader, this one. And then we have two other ones right here that are like 16 and 18 inch. So we're gonna try some different sizes. We're gonna try some floating boilies and some sinking ones. Fishing ain't cheap, guys. Gotta get gas. And the pond's like right down the street. And we try and go inside and get some adult soda. What does the sign say, bro? Be back at 8:15. How is a gas station closed? That's weird. There's a million people waiting. Not really, just us. Alright, here we go. Here's a guy gonna go in. I'm gonna show you guys. See the reaction. Oh. Oh. We're pulling up to our infamous bluegill killer zone. Since there's so many bluegill, there's a big old catfish waiting here too. But there's a guy about 100 yards away. Looked like he's been here for a couple hours and he said he had no luck, so we'll see what happens. He doesn't got that juice though, that homemade boilie, that pop-up bait. We're just gonna try and get baits in the water as quick as we can and get back to you. Alright, it's already getting dark, so I'm gonna show the rig real quick. We got like this little 2-ounce weight right here, what we're gonna put the pack bait on. It's nice, has a little hole and it has some things to hold on to. And we got, it's on a little slider. And there's a bead to protect the knot. Then we got a little snap swivel connected to our leader with the hair rig. There we go, that's the hair rig. We got the fresh bait on here. It's on the sinker that I just showed you. And then we got the boilie that floats right here. It's connected to the bottom of the hook. And we're gonna just throw it out right on the edge of this tree and see if anything swimming along comes and grabs it. Now we play the waiting game. Bluegill Master just snatched one up randomly when we were chilling. Did it pop off the hook?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Quick release, another little guy.
Yeah, there you go. He's got another one. People say bluegill don't bite at night, but obviously they do.
Micro fishing back again.
Alright, dude, what's the magic? How do you catch all the bluegill when no one else can?
Oh, you gotta just slowly finesse it, dude.
Oh, this guy already knows about
Drop
finesse
shot.
fishing. Yep. The drop shot is pretty much one of the best little rigs you can use anywhere. Nice release for the little bluegiller. Bye-bye. Alright, that's probably why they're biting. Look at all those little flies. And we're using crickets. That's what we're using for bait, just a little live cricket. You can see it's on like a really small hook. You just hook them right through the back so they can't push themselves off with their legs. That's how Taylor's killing them. He's a master, the master baiter.
Hey.
Cricker baiter. Alright bro, get us another one.
Repeat.
Too bad we can't use bluegill for bait here in freaking California. We'd be smashing the cats. Alright, this guy Taylor's crazy, dude. There's people fishing everywhere on this lake. No one has crickets, no one has a juice. That's the problem. Taylor's got him. Killing him with the drop shot. And another one he's got. I was taking a little leak in the creek and this guy just rolls up on another one. What do you know? Oh, you can see the chartreuse on the tail on that one real easy. So now you know that chartreuse works good for them bass. There's living proof right there. How many, have you been keeping count how many you caught so far? That's number 6. Alright, we've been here for less than an hour, so this guy's catching one every like less than 10 minutes. Alright, we got Jason with the assist here. There he goes. There he gone. Alright, so it's not looking too good for a catfish or carp. We're running out of crickets. It's getting cold. It's July 3rd. There's fireworks everywhere. No one's catching anything except Taylor. There's like other like people here too not catching anything. This might be the last time you see us, but you got a little up close view on how to make boilies. We might not catch them today, but we will eventually. Right when I shut the camera off, this guy got another one. So number 7, lucky number 7. So we're just about to leave and this guy got another one. That's like 8 or 9. What do you know? So we're probably gonna get this guy off and get out of here. We didn't catch a catfish or a carp, but you can see the bait that we made stayed on the old weight really well. And the boilie's still on the hair. We didn't really fail 100%, just 99%. We didn't get the fish, but we got the gear right. All right, it works. That's a sneak peek to what it is. Most of you guys probably know what it is. If you don't, tune it in for the next video. I know this one was a little boring. We didn't catch a catfish or a carp. We showed you how to make some bait, and we showed you Taylor killing the bluegill. This is our outro, a sneak peek. Alright, fish homies. We'll see you on the old flip side.